Hey Lash sis, I'm T the Brand, your lash marketing mentor. I teach lash artists to make content simple, marketing easy, and how to keep clients coming back. Welcome to my channel, and if you're tuned in to the Powerhouse Lash podcast, welcome back for another episode. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a few business decisions that I made that totally changed my lash career. So if you haven't already, grab your notebook, pause the video, you know you gotta go get it. And I'm encouraging you to get your notebook, not because I have the best things to say, but because something may inspire you. You may remember something that you've heard before that you wanted to implement within your business. And the best way to go about being strategic and not just intentional this year is to write it down. There is something really magical about putting that pen or that pencil to that paper. I promise you, the things come to life. The Bible tells us to write the vision, make it plain. And that's what we're doing all 2026. So if you have your notebooks, let's get into it. 5 business decisions that have changed my lash career. Number 1 was investing in a mentor. When I first started lashing, like most lash artists, there were a lot of things that I did not know. But unlike a lot of beginner lash artists these days, there weren't as many educators that I was privy to knowing about on the internet to help me through my lash journey. So when I ended up seeing this one lash mentor, always marketing, always making posts that felt like they were talking directly to me, I knew I needed to work with her. And I knew I needed to work with her because she was talking about stuff that I didn't know. She was explaining things that I had no prior knowledge or understanding for before seeing her post it. And investing in a mentor was one of the best things that I could have done. This mentor helped me, or investing in a mentor, not this mentor specifically. I have had 3 mentors in my lash career. And so mentors help you to make less mistakes, or make mistakes with more direction than you would on your own, because these are people who have done the things already, who are doing the things, and who know better systems, better processes, the right kind of perspectives that you should have, or just the practical things that can help you achieve your goals. They have wisdom beyond the wisdom that we have because they have experiences that you don't. They're able to offer guidance and, like I said, help you to navigate your lash journey in a way that doesn't cause you to struggle so much. And then they are also there for feedback. So when you are doing the things that they are teaching you how to do, or that you wanted to learn how to do, and they are there to offer you feedback on how to improve, how to, make it better. And then lastly, I really loved having a mentor, and mentors really changed my lash business because they were able to support me and hold me accountable. I think the support and accountability were 2 of the major things that really made a difference for me, because like I said, I did not know anything about the big lash world and that this was a real thing, a whole industry. I just knew, okay, you take your lash training, you go get your license, you lash from your studio, and that's the end of that. But no, they were there to support me in the decisions that I was making, in the changes that I was making. They were there to offer me feedback, like I said, to help me make wiser decisions, and they were there to hold me accountable. If I said this was the goal and this is the action plan, okay, T, where are you on the action plan? Where are you with checking those things off the list so that we can achieve the goal? Having that accountability, it really made things easier for me to go and achieve my goals. Number 2, the second thing that I did in my business career, the second thing that I did in my business that changed my lash career was starting to go to lash conferences. The first year and a half of my lash business, 1 year, 2 years, I'll say year and a half of my lash business, I knew nothing again about the lash world. I learned about lash conferences in 2022, and that was by way of one of the mentor programs I was a part of. This mentor, it was to a lady and her husband, and they offered mentorship to lash artists, lash business owners. And on our calls, they kept talking about LashCon. I had no clue what LashCon was. Finally, one day I cared to be curious enough to ask, and I learned that it was a conference. I went to these people's Instagram page, the Lash conference, and my mind was blown. First of all, to see so many lash artists gathered in one place just online, I was like, oh my gosh, there is a whole world of lash artists out here, and there are a whole world of lash educators out here who come to these conferences to help us. And so Lash conferences was a must. When I found out about LashCon, baby, I put that trip on that credit card and I was in Pasadena, California just a couple of months later. I could not miss it. That's how serious I was about making decisions that could really impact me so that I could grow my career. So at Lash conferences, community and a space of belonging were two things that I got that really helped me. Being able to meet other lash artists, not just say hey in passing, but we can have a conversation. We're talking about our similarities in our businesses, our differences, where we are, what has helped me, what has helped you. Oh my gosh, this is what I do. And I feel like having that sense of community and being a part of a space where I feel like I belong, that was super huge in keeping me encouraged. And because I was encouraged, it made me want to keep going and keep doing the things in my lash business. Going to a lash conference also broadened my vision. Like I said, all I knew was you take your training, you get your license, you do the lashes. I did not know that I could be an educator. I did not, like, on a bigger scale than within myself, because by the time I went to the Lash conference in 2022, I was already a Lash mentor, and I started that the year before in 2021. And so I didn't know that there was a space for educators to educate beyond just your Instagram audience. Like, that really blew my mind. So it really broadened my horizons for what my lash business could be, whether that were products, being a full-time educator or mentor, whatever, the hosting my own events, like the attending that conference, it really changed the trajectory of how I thought. And then, of course, the education and celebrations. When we are in these sessions at conferences, people are telling you some of these people are really giving you like their full spiel, their full game, showing you their hand so that you can take the things, apply them to your business in the way that works for your business and see change and see growth. And then also the celebrations. These are like the parties that they have at every conference has a party or two or three. And this is time not just for you to go get lit. It's a great time for you to really celebrate how far you've come in your business. No matter if you've been in business for 5 years or for 5 minutes, the fact that you made some kind of step toward growing this thing, I feel like it deserves to be celebrated. So those parties are a great time for us to, further connect and just let our hair down and have a good relaxed time being ourselves and not the service provider or you the service provider. You know what I'm saying? So lash conferences definitely made a huge impact in my business. Number 3, UV lashing. Oh my gosh. I started UV lashing in the summer of 2025, and honey, it has been up since. And let me tell you a few quick reasons why. It introduced me or opened up my services to a new audience of clients. Every client can't, or every woman can't get lash extensions that want them because she may be allergic to cyanoacrylate, which is the main active ingredient in our lash adhesives that allows the extension to bond to the natural lash. If that is going to give you a problem, that means you can't get the lashes. But with the Opal specifically, I'm only talking about Opal. I can only talk about Opal. It's the only one I try, only one I trust. Opal system from Lash Apothecary, the adhesive contains 60 to 70% less cyanoacrylate in it, which lowers your chances of an allergic reaction. So now I can market to those women, and now I can service those women who want lashes but hadn't been able to get them and wear them comfortably and safely before. UV lashing has also improved my clients' lash retention. It improved my clients' lash retention so much to where my 4-week fills were eaten down. And my 4-week fills were always good, but they were really good. I did cut 4-week fills this year because although the retention was good, it was still a lot of work. I'm almost doing full sets because lashes have shed because they're still going through their natural shedding cycle. So those natural lashes are shedding off, and of course the extensions with them because they're attached. And then when they're coming in to get their fill, the outgrown lash is insane because we have an insane amount of growth. And so once I take those off, it's like, yeah, you really kind of need a full set. It's not always like that, but it was like that way too many times for me to keep the 4-week fills. But I had that beautiful retention at 4 weeks. So if I wanted to offer a 4 and a 5-week fill, I really could have. I just chose not to. UV lashing was probably the best investment, minus my DJI camera that I'm talking to you on. 2 of the best investments that I made in 2025. And best investments, and it changed it really changed my lash career. My clients love the UV lashing, less fumes, less red eyes. And my clients don't really have red eyes, but if there is a client who falls asleep and their eye slightly opens, the fumes are going to make the eye red. It's not a chemical burn. If you had a chemical burn on your eye, first of all, stop telling clients that they have chemical burns when they have red eyes. No, it may be irritation from the fumes from the adhesive, but it is not a chemical burn. If a chemical burns your eye, think about putting a little bleach on your eyeball. What you think that'll do? What you think that'll do for your clients if you dropped a little bleach on their eyeball? That's a chemical. Think about if you dropped your lash adhesive directly on their eyeball. That's a chemical that might cause a burn. But just because their eyes are red because they were slightly open, that is not a chemical burn. Stop lying. Stop scaring people. Stop scaring your money off. So yeah, that's that on UV lashing. Number 4, the fourth decision that changed my lash career was, I already mentioned cutting the 4-week fills. We already talked about that. Okay, so my 4-week fills, just to recap again, they were great when I was using traditional adhesive. They were even greater when I started using the Opal system by Lash Apothecary. I told you why I've already cut them. So let's go ahead and jump to my last little spiel, which is number 5, cutting weekends. That was one of the best business decisions that I've made. Do I encourage you to do that when you are in the hustle phase or the building clientele phase of your business? Absolutely not, because a lot of women work during the week and the weekends are the most flexible times for them to be able to come get lash appointments. I cut weekends because I got married and I wanted to make sure that I was able to spend time with my man. And so it helped me to be able to focus on what was most important. That man comes before this career. That marriage, that covenant comes before my lash career. So I wanted to make sure that I had uninterrupted time with him that wasn't, I wasn't having to be on the lash table. Does that mean I don't edit videos on the weekend or edit content? Not at all. I am doing that almost all the time. But actual services where it's like, oh, we can't go get breakfast this morning because I have clients, or we can't go to brunch or we can't do this. We ain't doing that. And so that had really helped to create some good work-life balance for me, which I will be talking about in the next video. So to wrap this video up, those are 5 small things that I did that really helped change the trajectory of my lash career. I will say those first 2, investing in a mentor and investing in lash conferences, those were real big game changers for me. So I encourage you to do them. If you're not sure where to go for a mentor, make sure that you are sure or clear about what you need a mentor for, because you may just need like a 1 hour or may just need a focus session with somebody who's a mentor. I offer focus sessions. I offer them for lashing, which is called a Lash and Learn refresher training. If you need help with your improving your lash skills so that you can attract more clients, if that may include improving retention, improving your isolation, improving your placement, whatever you feel, your prep, whatever you feel like you need more help on, you can book a Lash and Learn session with me. Come into Powerhouse Lash Haven, lash a model, and in real time you're getting feedback and demonstration support from me. If you need someone to more mentor on the business side, if you need mentorship for content and for marketing, I offer a few things for that. I offer a Power Hour Clarity Call. This is a focus call where we talk about one thing in your business. I offer PBI, which is the Powerhouse Business Intensive, which is a 3-hour one-on-one booking focused strategy building session. We are only doing things working on your content plan, your marketing strategy, making sure that your target audience is solid so your branding connects with them, so that your content communicates to them and you market it in a way that makes them want to come book with you. That is a session that's available. And now I will be releasing really soon YouTube memberships, and they will be extremely affordable, and I cannot wait to share more about that. But that's that on that for this video. If you need the help, drop help in the comments and I'll reach out to you to get you the kind of help that you need. If you have any questions, any comments, drop them in the comment section as well. Like this video so that YouTube will push this video through the algorithm to more lash artists who need education, support, and community. And if you like the channel, hit the bell notification button so that you're aware every time I drop new gems. I hope that something in this video makes your lash journey a little bit easier, and I will see y'all in the next one.